yourself. Have you or a loved one ever experienced neglect, abuse, or exploitation of any kind? Well, today we're here to talk about Adult Protective Services. It's a local resource in your community here in Utah. You can call your local APS agent at 801-371-7897 or file an anonymous report at daas.utah.gov.
Adult Protective Services is funded both via donations and grants as well as state and federal funding. This means that it comes at no cost to anyone who reports or the clients that they do investigations for. Adult Protective Services information can be found at your local grocery store on the Senior Blue Book or also found online through the self or third-party referral program.
The services provided by Adult Protective Services include investigating any reports of abuse, neglect, or exploitation, being an advocate for those vulnerable adults, and connecting the clients that they've been working with to community resources that fit their individual needs. The population in which Adult Protective Services helps are adults who are vulnerable. What does this mean? That means people who are 18 years or older, or if they're deemed vulnerable, which is when you're physically, mentally, or financially limited in any way. In addition, if you are an individual who is 65 years or older, you are automatically deemed vulnerable as well.
The main barriers in accessing the services that APS has to offer is family isolation. 2/3 of the perpetrators that neglect, abuse, or exploit our clients are family members of the client. This puts the client at an uncomfortable situation because they may not want to get their family in trouble, or they may feel that if they report the abuse, that they may jeopardize their own safety. Another issue with family isolation is that these clients may not have family or friends that they can trust and confide in, or to report the abuse as a third party. Another barrier we have in accessing our services is that there is an increasing aging population, which puts a strain on our already limited resources and makes it more difficult to accommodate for the increased number of clients. The final barrier that we have noticed in accessing our services is that there is not enough education or knowledge about our services and about our organization itself. If you have any additional questions or would like more information, you can contact us here at 801-538-3567 or use our website at daas.utah.gov. As a group, we believe that the Adult Protective Services is a necessary organization to advocate for and uplift the adults in our society that are targeted. However, there are a few aspects of the agency that decrease the practicality of the organization. With the increasing population of older adults, there are fewer resources and funding for the agency to work with. Because this organization mainly refers out after their investigations, many people do not think to turn to it as a resource. Another aspect that needs to be addressed is that when a client turns the organization away, there isn't anything more that they can do, and the client might stay in a harsh situation out of fear. Although there are some things to be improved upon, APS is very dedicated to the work, and the investigators often choose to put themselves into scary situations to protect their clients. We believe that with more funding and offices to support the growth of the population, these issues can be improved.